Yo, was Zach for the win. I was Zach for the win, and you're watching me, Zach for the win. Woo! So today we are doing the third episode of trying different foods from all over the world. You guys seem to be liking this series so far, so I'm just gonna keep going. So you guys know how it works. I'm gonna be trying all the different foods. I'm gonna be giving them a rating from 0 to 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best, and I'm gonna tell you which country they came from. Alright, so let's get started. So I am going to start with these. These are called Yan Yans. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but these are actually from Singapore, so that's pretty interesting. So it seems to me like these are basically just like little crunchy cookies that you dip into chocolate. Alright, let's give it a go. What? That's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. We're starting it off really well, so this is gonna be 9 out of 10. It tastes very similar to like those like breadsticks that you like buy from the store with like the Nutella that you dip in. It's pretty much like that, but this cookie is like actually like a cookie and not like a breadstick, which makes it taste 10 times better. I really like these. It's a great start. Keeping up with the chocolate theme, let's try Dark Mint Tim Tams. Now, we do have Tim Tams in the States, but we do not have this flavor, so yeah, let's see what it tastes like. These came from Australia. Alright, there we go. Not as minty as I thought it was going to be, actually. The mint is actually pretty subtle. If there was more of a strong mint flavor, this would be 10 out of 10. But as it stands, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It tastes very similar to those, like, you know, Girl Scout cookies that are like the mint thins or whatever. It's pretty much like that, but less mint flavor. Alright, let's try these next. These are called Ginger Snaps. These are from Sweden. Okay, so this one's broken, but let's try it anyway. Wow. It's very, very rich. Wow. I mean, it definitely tastes like ginger. Wow, it's like one of the strongest, like, ginger flavored pastries I've ever had in my life. Wow. Kind of burns a little bit. That is a lot of ginger. To be honest, it's a little bit too gingery for my taste. If you were like really into like gingerbread cookies, then you would like these a lot more than I do. I'm personally going to give it 7 out of 10 because it is good, but it's not my favorite. Alright, let's try these next. These are crinkle cut Irish potato chips. Now, hence the name, they obviously came from Ireland. So it doesn't look much different than like your other potato chips, but let's see how it tastes. Okay. I mean, very different. It's definitely not what I expected, honestly. It tastes kind of similar to salt and vinegar chips, but way more subtle. They are so much better than like regular salt and vinegar chips because, you know, regular salt and vinegar chips are like in your face and it's just way too crazy. This is like a lot more like kind of like subtle and nice. I think I'm gonna give them a 7 out of 10 because again, they're good, but not my favorite. All right, so let's try. This is called Fruitella Cut and Space Gummies. These came from the Netherlands. All right, so I'm sure there's a few different flavors, but let's do it. I mean, they taste similar to like Haribo. It doesn't really taste much different than like any other like just standard gummy candy that you've had. These are really chewy. In a way, they kind of taste a little bit bland. I don't know if that's just me, but the flavor is a little bit subtle. But that being said though, said flavor tastes pretty good. I'm gonna give this one a 7.5. Alright, now it's time for the one that I've been looking forward to the most. These are called Bisqueen's Crinkle Cookies Red Velvet. These came from Greece. So, yeah. I mean, they look pretty fancy. Okay, so these have powdered sugar all over them too, so that should make them taste even sweeter. So, yeah, bon voyage. Not as sweet as I thought they were going to be. These are actually not that sweet. They're a lot more like subtle and nice, and you can really taste the red velvet in this. Yeah, I mean, just imagine sort of like a red velvet cupcake almost, because this has more of like a texture of like a cake, not really a cookie. And just have it with, you know, just powdered sugar on the outside. Pretty much tastes like that. These are good. I'm going to give them 9 out of 10. I really like these. Alright, so that's it. That was another episode of the Trying Different Foods from All Over the World. I think for today, my favorite ones were the crinkle red velvet cookies. These were great. I highly recommend. Oh man, this is like one of my favorite series on the channel because, you know, I get to just eat. But, I mean, can you blame me? I mean, come on. Like, I get to eat, like, cookies, chocolates, and all these other amazing foods. So, can you blame me for liking this series? But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more. And in the meantime, I appreciate you guys watching. Tell your friends, tell your family, let everybody know about me. Zach FTW. Stay awesome.